Next feature I want to talk about is account settings, and specifically the third-party deposit setting that we have, which is another one of these great features that's enabled by the Radix network, but we expose it through the UI in the Babylon wallet. So I'm already in an account here. I'm in my first Babylon account, and I've got some tokens in there and that sort of thing. And if I want to look at settings for that account, you can see the little the dot 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 in the upper right hand corner. I'm going to tap that. And I've got some settings in here. So V1.0, this is very simple. We're going to add more settings in the future. Right now, you can, if you want to, you can change the name on the account. But importantly, you've got this third-party deposits option here. This is something that's really not possible on any other network, and it's enabled by the smart account system. Our accounts aren't just key pairs. They're not just an address. It's actually a functional component that actually can have some configuration. And so the third-party deposit section here allows me in the wallet to configure those settings and push them into my smart account on the Radix network. Third-party deposits, what this is the setting that basically allows you to give you some control over things like airdrops. It's the idea that on every other network, anybody can deposit any token they want to your account. All they need is your address, and they can push whatever token there. Again, that's kind of because tokens are implemented as smart contracts, and you can't control the logic in somebody else's smart contract. So if there's some token contract that says you now own 30 dumb coins, you own 30 dumb coins. You may not know about it, but you can't do anything about it either. This is really annoying because even if you have a wallet that sort of like automatically reads all the smart contracts, you just have all these airdrop tokens that you may not want. Maybe you do want them, but you've got no control. You've got no choice of this. The nice thing is that with smart accounts, we actually can provide this control over it. And we provide a few different controls here that allows you to be very specific about how you want, what sort of ability you want for third parties to be able to deposit things to your account without you being involved. Obviously, you can deposit whatever you want to your own account. If you're signing the transaction and you're submitting it, you can deposit anything. So if you're interacting with a DEX or whatever, you never have to worry about this. But if someone else is sending you a token, whether it's an airdrop or something else, they're going to have to meet these rules. So the first thing at the top here is you can see that there's a general setting for accept all deposits, only accept known, or deny all. And this is the bulk default setting. When you first create an account, it's set to accept all deposits. It's like, cool, here's an account, anybody can send stuff to it. But if you want to say like, no, I really don't want airdrops to this account, you can use one of the other settings. Only accept known means that only a third party that's depositing an account, is depositing an asset that account has seen before can be deposited. So let's say that you'd had some Zombo coin at some point in the past. You may or may not have some currently, but the account still keeps a record of the fact that you once had Zombo coin. Now anybody can deposit Zombo coin to that account because you've decided, hey, that's an okay coin. This is one that I care about. Anybody can deposit that, even if they want to airdrop it to me. That's what that second setting does. XRD is always included in that, by the way. XRD is always considered a known token since it's so common. Generally, anybody can send you XRD. The last option, though, deny all, is where, maybe you're an institution or you're someone that you're like very, very cautious about your account. You say, look, I literally never want any third party to be able to deposit anything to this account. The only thing that goes into this account are tokens that I am submitting myself. I am submitting my own transactions to deposit. No one else can deposit. You have that option if you want to. This is going to be useful to some people. Some people aren't going to want to go this far. Then at the bottom of the screen, we have another couple of options here to allow or deny specific assets or allow specific depositors. This provides you a little bit more granular control. So for example, allow or deny specific assets allows you to say, here is a particular type of asset, a particular NFT or a particular fungible token or whatever, and you can say, look, regardless of what my other settings say, I always want to accept this. Or regardless of what my other settings say, I always want to decline this. This allows you to provide those specific exceptions to your bulk rule on the account. So this might be useful for, let's say you wanted to have the account in no deposit mode, full no airdrop mode, but maybe you wanted to be able to, if there was a token you were trading on an exchange and you wanted that exchange to be able to deposit tokens to your account when you're withdrawing, you might add those resources that you care about to your exceptions to make sure that they can be deposited. Specific depositors is an interesting thing where what it allows you to do is to say the bearer of a given badge resource is allowed to deposit to my account. This is useful basically for dApp builders. So if a dApp is saying like, look, I'm building a dApp where I'm expecting to be able to deposit lots of things to your account. Maybe it's like, I've got some sort of like royalty system where I'm going to be distributing tokens to your account or whatever. And that needs to be happening while you're offline. What they can do is the dApp builder can create a badge that says, this is the badge that represents my dApp. And you can add that badge's resource address to this to the depositors exception. And now the bearer of that badge can always deposit to your account, regardless of what your other settings say. So you've got full control of this, and we think this is going to be something the dApp developers are going to find useful in time. So we've got a very simple implementation of it right now, but it's going to get more elaborate in the future. So that's the account settings. We hope that's going to be useful for a lot of people to be able to kind of like control their airdrop problem, because this is something that we've heard a lot of people say for really good reason, that can be quite annoying.